Evening, everybody. Hello, lakeisha-mcknight is here. Welcome. I'm your leadership specialist and wealth mentor here with the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. That's right. Welcome aboard, everyone. Excited to be here. Of course, I just want to make sure that all is well with our video, with our sound, but I just want to welcome you here to the show. I'm excited to be able to sow great nuggets of value into your lives on tonight. Now, I'm praying and I'm hoping that you've had an amazing, amazing Monday. It feels like it's been forever since we've been connected, even though it's only been what? Less than about 24 hours as far as, connecting by way of video. But needless to say, I am excited to be here before each and every one of you. It truly is an honor. It's about 9:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm right here live in Chesapeake, Virginia, within the U.S. of A. I know that we're live also on Spreaker, iHeartRadio, as well as the Leadership TKO Station.com's website. And once again, like I said, it is an honor and a privilege to be able to sow these nuggets of value. Now, with this show, we go live, like I said, every night around 9 o'clock p.m., sometimes a little bit before, sometimes a little bit after, depending on what we have going on for the particular show in that day. Because with this particular company, with iLead Company, we're connected also to an amazing e-commerce company based out of Germany. And in conjunction with that, sometimes we host trainings and calls that I really would love for people to be a part of. And I do not want to interfere with that as well. So sometimes we do take a little bit of a shift and we'll adjust the time for the podcast here. And we may start a little bit earlier or a little bit after. So that's just a little bit of a heads up. Okay. But for tonight, we're here, right? We're here and I have some great information to share. I'm going to be sharing 4 specific tips. Success tips for those of you networkers who are trying to build your teams. Let's talk about that, right? You're trying to build your network. You're trying to build your team. That is what our focus is going to be on tonight. So listen, to be a blessing to others, go ahead and share this out. Share this in a group, a fan page, wherever it is that you feel led to sharing it, because this information can help so many people, especially those who are your partners as well, who are looking to build teams. So you might be saying, well, why should I be listening into Lakeisha as far as building a team, right? I have people, of course, that I've been blessed to be able to share this opportunity with, and this is what, close to about 450, maybe 475 people. I'm connected to a money system. And I was able to share this amazing system with many people and actually bring in about close to 475 people with this amazing system. And as a result, right, these people went out and did the same thing. And so the team is growing in various places, various countries around the world. And it truly is an honor to be able to be a mentor to these individuals. And I've been leveraging social media. I've been leveraging, of course, going to local events to share information about this system. But what I specifically want to focus in on tonight, okay, specifics. Let's dive into some specifics right now. I have my little notes, my little notepad here that I do want to make sure I keep in alignment with, because I can get really excited and go way left or right field. And so I want to be focused, because we do have some amazing training going on at 10 o'clock that I would love for every single wealth builder to be a part of tonight. So here are the 4 tips. The first one is this. You will want to become a great listener. Become a great listener. I know sometimes we can be outright excited about the opportunity that we do have in our hands, right? We just want to belt out everything. Just let it rip, right? And just share all of this information with people. But here is the important point. You want to be a great listener. A major part of communication is listening. Listening in for trigger words, key words that will give you an idea of what that prospect's what their pain area is, what their pleasure area is, what is it that they want to or excited about doing for their future, perhaps what's bothering them now, what is their biggest burden in their lives. And so when you're listening in and when you're tuning in, when you're attentive to what they're saying and not thinking about what it is that you want to say next, when you're listening and engaging in active listening as well, you're able to show them that you're really tuning in, right? And you're clearly able to provide the right recommendation or solution to their pain area or, of course, their pleasure, what they really want to fulfill in their life or in their business. So it's important that you listen, kind of take a little breather, right? And just kind of relax a bit. And it can be, of course, a daunting task to do that, especially when you know what you have in your hand and you want to make sure they get it, like they truly get it. We have to become great listeners. We have to kind of relax, take a little moment, gather ourselves together, and then be able to share this information. Okay? And sometimes when you're too hype, when you're too excited, you can sound like a super huge salesman. Like you're just trying to get that sale. Gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it, right? And you don't want to sound like that. Okay? You don't want to sound like that. And this leads me to the second tip. The second tip to really building your team and to really building that network, you want to be genuine when you're connecting with people. People can tell when you're just trying to sell them something, right? I've been in that position where I just knew, like, when they sent me that friend request on Facebook, I was like, I feel it, right? They didn't say much. And then I saw this message come through with this big old narrative. It was like, wham! I was like, okay, what is this? So is this the reason why you sent me a friend request so that you can go ahead and send me this sales pitch so I can watch your video? Is that the reason? You want to be genuine, okay? If a person's requested information, that's different. You're coming to answer, of course, give them what they want. And so you're going to give them that information in their messenger or in their inbox. But you want to be genuine when connecting with people. So building relationships is key because we know when you have a networking component to your business or you're a part of an MLM or a network marketing opportunity or direct sales opportunity, you want to build relationships. Have a chance to get to know them. Okay, find out what's going on in their life. Touch bases with them every now and then. It may not be the case that you're speaking with them every single day, but try to seldomly go into their inbox, or if you have their phone number, pick up the phone and call them. Be genuine when you're connecting. People can tell when they're being sold to, and they don't want to feel like that. They don't want to feel as though someone is trying to sell to them. So try to avoid that by any means necessary. Here is the third tip tonight. You want to establish and you want to display pride in your product. Because the reason why you want to do this is that pride strengthens your posture. You know how you're presenting yourself despite whether they qualify themselves or disqualify themselves. As long as you're confident that you know you have the solution and your solution works, then whether they say yes or no does not matter to you. Remember, just like, our coaches and our mentors says, it's not about emotions, it's just math. So you keep sharing the opportunity with as many people as possible. You say less to more people, right? Say less to more people. Great. Do you keep your business options open? Awesome. Take a look at this particular video. When would be a good chance and a good opportunity for me to get back with you so that we can review this thing together? Okay, Wednesday at 8:00. Perfect. You confirm the day. You confirm the time right before you end, because the goal, as I was sharing with some other team members tonight, the goal is that when you're presenting and you're exposing someone to an opportunity, the whole objective is to prepare for the next exposure. That's the whole objective, right? When you're in an exposing opportunity, right? In that moment, you are preparing for the next exposure, right? Right. So again, confirm it, right? And make sure they know that you're either going to call them or you're going to inbox them, whatever the method is going to be for following up. And you make sure you stick with it, okay? Utilize those Facebook reminders in the chat to send you a reminder. It sends you a little notification. It kind of gives you a little buzz on your phone. That way it reminds you when you need to go in there and you need to follow up with that individual. Okay, so take pride in your product or your opportunity, whatever it may be. Know that you have the solution. There's no persuading necessary. This doesn't matter what objection you get from any prospect. You know, and you are certain, you're convinced, you have a whole lot of pride and confidence in your product. Okay. And then the last point that I want to make tonight, I want to talk to you about this concept of living versus hunting. Living versus hunting. I found that with building my network, it became a whole lot easier when I stopped hunting and I started living. Get that. Make sure you understand what I'm saying. It's not about hunting who I can go and get. I got to go find five people out there if you want to do this. It's like when you use this language on your timeline, they feel like they're prey and you out for the grabs. You're like, I got to go out and find five people. I got to go out. And no, it's not about finding them. It's not about hunting after people. It's about living your day-to-day life. Yes, you may have those moments where you're planning the prospect and share the opportunity within an hour span, right? I totally get that. But even outside of that time frame, if you're going to the grocery store or if you're going out on some special outing, you're going away out of the country, you're living life. And while you're living life, this is a part of what you do anyway. You're having that casual conversation with people. And because of that energy that you're giving out, people are attracted to you. It's like that law of attraction, right? Where you're not even trying, but it's just gradually happening. Like, what is it that you got going on in your life? You're smiling. You look like you're good to go. And they're asking you why you're smiling. You just let them know that you're just living life. You're enjoying this time. You're out here doing this, that, and the other. And then they're inquiring next about what it is that you do. And you're sharing with them that, you're a part of an amazing system for those who are plugged into the money system, right? It's giving us the life that we want, the lifestyle that we want to have, and that you want to share this with them, perhaps, and allow them to check it out for themselves. Give them the opportunity to either qualify themselves or disqualify themselves. Never make the assumption that someone is going to do it or not do it, plug in or not plug in. Let them make the decision for themselves. Okay, never make the assumption. So what do we talk about tonight? Those 4 little tips here that will give you big results because it has given those results for me. Okay? So the first one was become a great listener. Be attentive to what people are saying so that you can share your solution. Number 2, you want to be genuine when they're connecting with people. Genuine. Not in so much of a rush to really speak next, speaking over them and not allowing them to finish their sentences, right? So you want to be attentive to that. Also, make sure you establish and display pride in your product. It helps you with your posturing. Like you know that you have it. So there's no doubt, there's no convincing necessary when someone comes to me and says, well, I don't feel like, I feel like that's whatever it is that they may come forth and say. You're prepared, right? I've heard just about every type of objection, and I know how to address the objections, okay? And there's no type of defensive mode. There's no need for that, okay? You're not saying this in this prideful, arrogant way, but you just know that there's no need to try to defend it. It speaks for itself. The videos speak for itself. And then when you get, for example, if you have to bring a person on a 3-way, right? The upline or of course your partner will answer the questions, and if they're still not settled, you keep moving. All right? So pride in your product. And then lastly, you focus on living versus hunting. Living versus hunting. It's not about who you can get. It's about the life that wants to be changed. It's not about who you can get. It's about the life that is attracted to you, who wants the change. They want it. They're hungry for it. These are people who are willing and wanting to run with you. That is who you're looking for. That is who's actually going to be attracted to you and ready to go. Okay? They don't even need any persuading. They're ready to sign up right here and then. They're on the trainings. They're with you every step of the way. They're going to Let's Go Weekend or your big company's events that you have going on. I know for us with the money system, right? We have an event called Let's Go Weekend, and that's with Wealth Builders Worldwide. And so we have this event twice a year in Atlanta. And for those of you who are curious about this millionaires gathering, I do encourage you to visit the website online and check it out. It's letsgoweekend.com. Again, letsgoweekend.com. And if you want to connect with me and hang out with me and the amazing other wealthy leaders out there, you can do that. Send me an inbox message or perhaps contact the person that shared this with you. And if you need more information about this money system, we've all followed the same path. We've all plugged into this money system for free. That's what we did because we wanted wealth education. We wanted financial education, and you get that within this particular money system. So if you're looking for that in your life, something that you don't get from the universities and the colleges out there, and you're trying to figure out how can you make money while you sleep so you don't have to work until you die. Maybe you're trying to figure this thing out so you can leave something for your children if something was to ever happen to you. That is why this money system is needed and why everyone, including yourself, needs to be plugged into the system. So I want to encourage you, okay? Get back with the person that shared this with you, or if it was me, definitely send me an inbox message. I'll be more than happy to share with you how to get it done. Plug into the system. Takes less than 2 minutes to do, right? There's no necessary reason to take out a card or anything like that because it's absolutely free to plug into. Everything we do is voluntary, okay? Nothing we do is mandatory here because we want you to make educated decisions. We want you to do what's best for you, okay? We will make recommendations, but everything we do is voluntary, okay? So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. If you've heard something tonight that resonated with you, that empowered you, that educated you, please go ahead, love the stream, okay? Love the stream that you're viewing or the podcast you're listening into right now. Go ahead, it's not too late, of course, to share this information with others. And so we're going to be back here tomorrow night, more than likely at about 8:30 p.m., okay, because we have a wealth presentation tomorrow at 9. So 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be back on the timeline here with another episode here with the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. And so until then, I encourage each and every one of you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone, and God bless.